get dimmer, dimmer light, the path will be low above and lead us on to love. Fly of fire, glow like an incandescent wire, glow for the female of the species. Turn on the AC and the DC. This night could use a little brightening. Light up your little old bug of lightning. When you gotta glow, you gotta glow. Glow, little glow and glow. Glow, little glow and glow and glimmer. Swim through the sea of night, little swimmer. Thou every nautical of a weaver, illuminate yon woods primeval. See how the shadows deep and darken. You and your chick should get to sparking. I got a gal that I love so. Go a little lower and go. Go a little lower and turn the key on. You on the quick with tail light lead. You've got a cute vest pocket master, which you can make both slow and faster. I don't know who you took a shine to, or who you're out to make a sign to. I got a gal that I love so. Blow a little low and low, little low and low, blow little low and low, blow little low and low.
They played all the top supper clubs and many of the hotels on both the West Coast, the East Coast, and the Middle West. Played Las Vegas, Reno, and Tahoe, and continued to get hit records clear up through the 50s and 60s.
There's a couple of people ask if this is still the original Mills Brothers. All I can say is yes. My oldest brother, Herbert, my youngest brother, Donald, my name is Harry, and originally we were four brothers. Our eldest brother sang bass, played a guitar, and he also imitated various instruments. He passed away in 1936. Since then, we were very well satisfied with a fellow by the name of Norman Brown, who filled in on the guitar up until just 2 years ago. He passed away. Our father also joined us in 1936, singing the bass. Our father retired about 18 years ago, and then just 4 years ago, we lost him. But we're going to keep on swinging, as long as we got something going. Here's a little song on the soft and sentimental side we haven't done for a long time, called Yellow Bird.
Sit all alone like me. Did your lady friend leave your nest again? That is very sad, makes me feel so bad. You can fly away in the sky away. You're more lucky than me. I also had a pretty girl. She's not with me today. They're all the same, the pretty girls. Take tenderness, then they fly away. Oh, yellow bird, up high in the banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. You can fly away in the sky away. Pick a town and soon fly from night to noon. Black and yellow you, like the banana too. They might pick you someday. Wish that I were a yellow bird, I'd fly away with you. But I am not a yellow bird, so here I sit, nothing else to do. Oh, yellow bird, yellow bird, yellow bird.
Well, that, to me, is one of the masterpieces of any place that I've ever worked, because it's right down in the heart of the city. And it's one of those things where everybody can go. It's not expensive. The Tivoli Gardens itself is a glass-enclosed theater, and the audience there are wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
After Harry began to lose his sight, and Harry held up wonderfully well for a person that he was blind for all practical purposes for a number of years, but they got him on and off the stage with his help by putting him in the middle. He put his hand on Donald's shoulder, and Herb was behind Harry, and they'd go bouncing onto the stage like three young guys, and people wouldn't even know he was blind. Many times I've seen people that come back in theaters like open-air theaters where the stage door where you had to come out, and fans would be standing there. I'd hear remarks about, oh, he's blind. I didn't realize that. They sat through a whole show and never knew it.
Harry had diabetes. My brother Harry started losing his sight around 1967. Gradually, he lost all his parochial vision. And we had to actually lead him around. As a matter of fact, my son, Alan, used to travel with us, and he used to take care of him all the time. But when you put him on stage and get him to that microphone, there was no way you could tell he was actually blind, because he moved in and out of it just like he'd been doing it for the rest of his life, you know. And it was a wonderful thing to see, because he had such a personality. And he would go to that microphone and he'd start talking and start singing, and his charisma was something to behold.
Oh, baby, I'm racking my brain to think of a name to give to this tune, so very good groove. And maybe old Bing will give it a fling, and that will start everyone humming the thing. The melody's dumb, repeat and repeat, and if you can't swing, you got a good beat. And that's the main thing to make it complete, 'cause everyone swings today. So we go little verse 1, it's not for Sammy K. Hey, 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 it's so verse 1, you got to swing that sway, maybe. And Mr. Les Brown can make it right now. Harry has a name, can rock it for me. There's never a doubt, you knock yourself out whenever you can hear verse 1. To think of a name to give to this tune, so Perry can croon. It may be old Bing, but give it a fling, and now we'll start everyone humming the thing. The melody's done, repeat, repeat, and if you can swing, it's got a good beat. And that's the main thing to make it complete, 'cause everyone's swinging today. So we go little verse 1, it's not for Sammy K. Hey, 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 it's over verse 1. Got to swing that sway, maybe. Mr. Les Brown can make it rain now. Anthony, he could rock it for me, he no doubt. It's all verse 1.
And later on, it just gradually got worse and worse until actually the last date we did was in 1981. We went to Denmark and come back from Denmark, and the last engagement we had was in Atlantic City. And we came back to California, and he passed away in January of 82. We decided, well, let's take a rest. My brother and I, we took off from 1981 until January of 1984. And we decided, well, maybe it's time to go back to work again. So I called my brother in Vegas, and he was reluctant to do it, but finally decided, well, yes, let's do it. And he came into Los Angeles. And at that time, we were thinking about using my other son, Alan, who had been traveling with us, but he had already gone into television. So that's when we said, well, I have another son by the name of John.
When they had asked me if I'd go with them, I jumped at the chance.
So Herb said, let's get him and let's start rehearsing.
In rehearsals, I'm very soft-spoken, and I'm not a screamer. So I remember he was worried about, he didn't think I'd project.
But it so happened that Herbert had a lot of trouble with his back. He'd had 3 operations up to that time, and he had to go back in for another one. So that's when he decided to quit. And I decided, well, if he's going to quit, I'll take John and we'll go out and do a duel.
I started at the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas and worked quite a few other very important jobs that first year, and it has developed beautifully. But many people felt that with just the 2 of them, they couldn't possibly get the Mills Brothers sound, but they've done it fabulously well.
We always call it John and Donald Mills of the Mills Brothers. We don't call it the Mills Brothers. We don't, we're not in just trying to get the audience in any way possible, and has probably offended some promoters sometime. But we stand on our own 2 feet. My career will be with him until he wants to hang up the suitcases and not travel anymore. And then I will probably just continue composing and writing and performing as much as I can.
Be my life's companion and you'll never go home. I love you so much that you'll never go home. When there's joy in living, you just never go home. You've got to stay young, 'cause you'll never go old. People who are lonely can be old at 33. And don't let it happen to you, and don't let it happen to me. Oh, be my life's companion and you'll never grow old. You will never grow old. No, you'll never go old. Love and youth and happiness are yours to have and hold. Oh, be my life's companion and you'll never grow old. I know a man who's lonely and he's old at 33. No one wants to be old at 33. Your disposition's sour like a lemon on a tree. And don't let it happen to you, and don't let it happen to me. Be my life companion and you'll never grow old. Yes, I love you so much that you will never grow old. Love and youth and happiness are yours to have and hold. Be my life's companion, be my life's companion, and you'll never grow old.
What we try to do is sing a song as simple as possible, yet get a different meaning out of the song that you're doing, to the point where the person is listening can enjoy what you're doing, can sing along with it or hum along with it or pat their foot with it. As long as you can get the people to do that, I think it's a wonderful thing.
And it's something that is a memory to people, and they love the songs and they love the sound, and of course the Mills got a unique sound that no one else has ever been able to copy. There's been certain groups that copies have been almost as good as the original in the actual tonal quality, but never with the Mills. Never heard anything that comes close.
Back up on my caribou, here I go, singing up, bye, bye, blackbird. Where's somebody waiting for me, sugar sweet, so chic, bye, bye, blackbird. No one here to love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Oh, 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 make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight, blackbird, bye, bye. Oh, back up on my caribou, here I go, singing low, bye, 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 blackbird. Oh, somebody waits for me, sugar sweet and so is she, bye, 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 blackbird. No one here to love and understand me. Oh, one hard luck story they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light, I'll arrive late tonight, blackbird.